Falcon fans, and of course, game day in the A, Falcon fans. You already know what it is. You already know what to do. One time for the fan. We back talking Falcons football again. Good morning. Breakfast with one time for the fan. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast. Everywhere, man. Hashtag we outside. We outside. Tonight, Falcons back in the bins. T Will's in the building. Jack Spade's in the building. We outside. Big shout to Miss Carrie. Big shout to 43,000. T Will, former ATL Sports, one time for the fan in the building here. Chat is live. Chat is lit. Tag your Falcons friends. Tell your Falcons family. If you're on the way to work, on the way to the gym, if you're in the car stuck in traffic, you're here with one time for the fan. From the fan, for the fan. Of course, you know Falcon fans talking Falcons football on a Falcons Friday. What a hell of an intro. T Will!
What it do, man? What's going on? It is Friday. It's a Friday. It's the end of a weekend of Friday. Falcons going to go down to the bins and open up a can of 3-day whoop ass on those Tennessee Titans. Excited about it. Excited about it. And you know, Jack, it's Friday. The first thing we got to do is we got to get to some fans in the stands. Jack.
Oh, man, yeah, we got some fans in the stands.
Let's check and
see what they have to say. Big shout out to Dwayne Ruffin in the chat. One time for the one time. It's going to be a glorious day. West Coast checking in. Dwayne Ruffin. I'm telling you, Dwayne, don't know if you're going to any away games before the Arizona game or if you're coming to any home games before the Arizona game. But you know, December 21st, we out there in AZ, man. I was looking at some properties last night, some resorts and some stuff. You know, of course, I'm about going out there to play golf. But I'm looking at some places to go, you know, get my 4 or 5 days in before the Falcons go out there and smack up the Cardinals. But Arizona is a beautiful place. So if you guys haven't been, the West Coast games are super fun. So if you guys haven't been out there to the West Coast or traveled on the road, or you guys just want some, you know, some feedback on some away game cities to attend this year, New Orleans is fun. And, of course, Arizona is always fun. So you definitely want to be out there for that one, too, as well. Dwayne Ruffin in the chat. Smooth C is in the chat. One time for the one time. Big shout out to Smooth C in the chat. Big shout out to Smooth C with the Let's Go. DSGB Hall's back in the building. Less than 24 hours later, back in the building. We did our Falcons pop-up show last night, talking Falcons football. So big shout out to all the fans who was here last night and, of course, back again this morning. Sipping on Tito's early for you all. You know, we had to get to it, but I'm sipping it out of a Falcons cup. You know, so we're doing good. Right?
Of course.
Getting ready for game day. Smooth C once again back into the chat. Archangel in the chat too as well. One time for a breakfast McMuffin.
What up, Jabri? What's going on, my man? Hey, man.
Breakfast McMuffin, T-Will?
Don't knock the McMuffin, man. I can dig the McMuffin. Well, cheese doesn't like me, but if it were not for that, I might dine on a McMuffin every morning, sir. McMuffins are awesome. Don't knock them, Jack. Don't knock them.
Falcon fans, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Archangel with the sup, Jack, sup T Will. Big shout out to 82 Money. Carlo
sup, Carlo. What up, Carlo?
Carlo is here early talking Falcons football. Anthony's in the chat. What's up? What's good, Jack?
What's up, Ant?
What's good, T Will? Big shout out to Ant checking in from Tennessee in the building. Lisa Shepard's here talking Falcons football with the Falcons.
Lisa Shepard in the building. What it do, Lisa?
Back in the bench for real. See y'all there. Big shout out to Lisa Shepard. DSGB Hall said T Will didn't oversleep today. Almost. Almost. T Will hit me up. He was like, Jack, what's up? I want to make sure you're good for the show. I said, T Will, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I want to make sure you're good and ready for the show.
Hey, man, you know what I did? So when we got off last night, well, I had another show, but I went back and watched that show we did from last night. That was hilarious, man. That was fun. So because I did watch it again, I did almost oversleep, but I didn't, and that's all that matters. That's right. So let's get to it, man.
Tag your Falcons friends and tell your Falcons family if they're looking for somewhere to go talk Falcons football this morning, bring them over here to One Time for the Fans, from the fan, for the fan. You know what we do here on the channel. Anthony said, I hope we mop the damn floor with the damn Titans tonight. 3-day beatdown from Flowery Branch straight down to the bins. T. Will, Anthony said, I hope you mop the damn floor with them Titans tonight. We mopping the floor?
I hope so, man. But honestly, I think what we have to ask ourselves is what is success for us tonight, right? We know Penix isn't going to play. We know Kirk isn't going to play. We know a lot of the starters aren't going to play. From my understanding, they are going to play their starters for at least a series or two. So, Jack, what in your mind's eye is, I mean, look, if we kick their ass, we kick their ass, but the point's made. I mean, we handed it to them 2 days in a row. They're not going to see our starters tonight. The point's been made. What does success look like for you against these Titans tonight?
I think the number one thing for me is, man, getting all those players off the field healthy.
Yeah.
That's the number one.
Yeah.
For me. Of course, other fans might have it differently, but you saw what happened last week at the Mercedes-Benz, and of course, you guys see what's going on around the NFL. A lot of players getting banged up here and there. And of course, we have a couple of players that's down too already, so we don't want to make sure get any extended injuries. But for tonight, it's definitely looking like health-wise, get them up the field healthy, and of course, that pass rush, very important. That they're able to get to the quarterback. Last week, they was able to get there, I think, 3 times, cause a forced fumble too as well. So let's see the defense step up in a major way. Everybody's expecting the defense to be, very important for us this year. Of course, what the offense is going to do with Bijan and Michael Penix, Kyle Pitts and Mooney and Drake London. I mean, I think we're expecting, that 20-point a game type of vibe. Even seeing the former Falcons quarterback.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You said 20 points a game, Jack?
I mean, okay.
You said 20 points.
Okay. 30?
At least.
Okay.
Yes. Let's start with 30. Yeah. No, let's not. Let's not. Look it, man.
Hold on, T. Are you sipping Tito's? Holy shit. Let me see.
I'm not. Damn. I'm sipping Mountain Dew this morning. No, I'm not sipping Tito's, but no, I mean, look it, man. This team, last year we scored 26 points a game, even in the midst of Kirk's whatever he went through, right? This team is going to be improved this year. Our defense is going to be improved this year. We're going to get off the field or get the defense off the field. I would say we'll have more opportunities to do that. We'll do that this year. So yeah, I'm going to say a minimum of 28 points a game, but definitely not 20. Definitely not 20.
Well, tonight, I'm sure the Falcons, probably won't be putting up 30 points with the second, third,
well,
fourth,
probably
fifth,
not. Probably not.
Tonight, they should be able to, create some pressure. Not only with that front four, whoever they have up there. It's going to be Trice up there. It's Rook, Tyquan Graham, Contavious Street, Kel London, Khalid Kareem. I mean, there's some people on this team that I think Falcon fans are excited about. And, of course, we're getting closer and closer to, the 53-man roster. So all the camp notes that we talked about, things that's been going on since OTAs, stuff that we saw last week against the Detroit Lions, of course, what we'll see here tonight against the Tennessee Titans, and next week against the Cowboys, all plays a part into that Tuesday morning coming up where they have to bring their parking pass in the playbook if they get that phone call. It's a business, so we all know how it works. But everybody's excited about, the Falcons are back in the Benz tonight, T-Will. So for all you fans that are getting there tonight, please get there safely. Of course, take MARTA. It's MARTA. But if you're going down there, parking wasn't that cheap. I mean, it wasn't that expensive last week. I know some people are probably going to expect those game day prices to shoot up. So be prepared for that. But I think parking, my friend said he got parking last week for like $30, which is over there by Northside Drive. And that's a preseason game. And there's still a lot of tickets available. So for any Falcon fan that hasn't been to the Benz yet, this is your opportunity to go out there and, watch some preseason football. And it's super cool, too, as well. Get a lot of the players out there that's playing. Of course, the starters won't be playing. But a lot of the people that's out there fighting for their job and, of course, trying to make the 53, that's exciting as well because these guys are trying to give it their all. We salute them. So big shout out to the Falcon players that's out there, trying to make this roster. Anthony's back in the chat. He said Titans suck. A lot of people in Tennessee don't even watch the Titans. Trust me, I know I'm in Tennessee. So, yeah, funny story for you, too. We went out there a couple years ago to the Falcons-Titans game, And this was the year when we had Vic Beasley on the team, like back around, I think it was like 2017 or so. And we go out there and we're, a bunch of Falcon fans, that stayed at the hotel. And we go across the street to this little breakfast spot and we walk in there. We're wearing our Falcons jerseys and we're in Nashville, right? We're right there. And some Tennessee folks look at us and say, "Oh, what you guys in town for?" And we're like, "Oh, we're in town for the," and this is at the restaurant. We're in town for the Falcons Tennessee Titans game. Oh, okay. I didn't know you guys played them this weekend. Okay, all right. Well, I guess go red or whatever she said. Like she didn't even say go Falcons, like go red. Like go get them, guys. Like I'm just like, okay, where you guys from? Oh, we're from Tennessee, but we had no idea the Titans were playing the Falcons.
Damn. Wow.
But yeah, that's just Tennessee for you.
Well,
they have a lot of work.
Honestly,
they're gonna bring their starters out there. They have a lot of work to work on. So I
see
our second and third stringers putting in some work tonight against that first unit. Mm-hmm. And if they can get them off the field in 3, it looks good. But T-Will, yeah.
Yeah, one thing about the South, I think Atlanta being the exception, college football is king. So they may not know who the Titans are playing, but
they know when the Vols are playing.
They definitely know when the Vols are playing. Yeah,
they know when the Vols are playing. And I've been over there by Vanderbilt too as well, because they have a hotel on the property where the college campus is. Mm-hmm. For that little area where Vanderbilt is, I mean, some Vandy fans, of course, it's a small stadium, but you see that Vanderbilt pride over there in that area next to the stadium, because of course a lot of those people go to that school. But when you drive down the street and you get down there to Tennessee, to the Vols country, they know it's game day in Vols country. So I guess those Tennessee Titan fans or whoever they were at that restaurant that day didn't respect the team that day, and they probably don't respect them now. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Bellows World is here in the chat. Jeremiah Weems is back from last night here in the chat too as well.
What up, Jeremiah?
Fans, what's up? Jack Spade and Terry, we play football tonight. We sure do play football tonight. Larry's in the chat with the what it do, fellas. Big shout out to Larry in the chat. Anthony said, bro, the McMuffins be fire, but McDonald's is trash. T-Will, you're a drive-through type of guy.
I am a drive-through connoisseur, Jack.
And should we apologize for interrupting, probably your routine breakfast that you might have around this time to do a podcast? Because when you leave here, it's going to be like close to lunch. So you won't be able to get the breakfast. Did you get Waffle House this morning, T-Will? How does it work in your world?
I did not get Waffle House this morning, but let me tell you something, man. Anytime we get a chance to talk about these beloved Atlanta Falcons, you shouldn't have to apologize, Jack, ever, okay? Whether it's morning, breakfast, evening, whenever, it's always the right time. And guess what? You know what? Drive-through is secondary to our beloved Atlanta Falcons. All good. So, and yeah, to Jeremiah's point, I'm wearing a number 9 jersey. I don't know if you saw it, but I am from Dade County. Just kidding. I'm from Alabama, but go Penix, man. Go Penix. Because he's from Dade County. They don't play that disrespect down there, Jack. You better ask somebody. You better ask the Titans.
They damn sure don't. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Lisa Shepard's in the chat. I'm still laughing at old running backwards really being on the Falcons socials. Like, sure. Comment on your team social. We talked about that last night too, T-Will. Calvin got a job. Look at Calvin.
Calvin is butthurt over the breakup, man. To me, what that says is Calvin is at home, like that meme with that picture of the Falcons, like, that's my team, man. I miss
you
my.
You seen a little meme with the kid at the table, and he's sitting down there and he's mad. And he's stuck the kid at the table, moving his hands around. That's Calvin when he sees the Falcons on SportsCenter.
Calvin's
pretty much
mad.
This year they have a long season ahead of them. I know every team does, but some teams know that their season is longer than others. The Tennessee Titans are one of those teams, right? I'm not looking at the Titans this year to say that they're going to the playoffs, they're going to win the division. That team is still in rebuild mode. They have a lot going on up there. And, a lot of their fans, even in that area, don't even know the Tennessee Titans are playing. So they have a lot more to worry about than, the Falcon socials. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even for the other player who got into it with Big Low Country, it's like, bro, Big Low Country's just making a post on Twitter of what he heard and what he saw.
That's so sad, man.
There was another dude reporting Tennessee Titans. ATL Diva knows about it. There was another dude that was reporting Tennessee Titans information over the week, and he forgot to put out there that the Falcons had a couple picks on Cam Ward. So when ATL Diva responded to him and said, "Hey, what about the Falcons interception? Did you post that?" He was like, "Oh, no, my bad." And a bunch of Tennessee Titans fans got mad about it, and I guess they started, tried to argue in the chat too as well. But
they were like, you don't give them anything. You don't say that.
Right. And it's
You
funny when
don't
you
do
see,
that
fans that are just bigger on social media than they are in the stadium.
in real life.
So
Yeah.
it is what
And
it is.
that's it. But you know what, Jack? That's a real thing.
Right.
That is a real thing. You have people that will talk trash about a team and have no intentions of coming to see that team. Have
Right.
no their own team. So
Right.
that's a real thing.
I can tell you right now, somebody better not talk trash about BPE Carey. I'm telling you right now.
Good morning, guys.
Better
How you
not talk
doing?
trash about BPE
Hey,
Carey.
Miss Carey. Hey, we're sending you hugs from the A, Carey. Hugs from the ATL. How you doing this morning? You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. What's up? How you guys doing?
We're doing well. We're just talking about these very passive aggressive Tennessee fans that are more active on social
Oh,
media
wow.
than they are in their own ballpark.
You know what? I muted. Okay, I turned off, like I told you guys yesterday, I'm turning off that thread because it's just my notifications were blowing up. So I turned off the replies, and then I'm getting all these quote tweets like, "Oh, it surely does bother you 28-3 if you're turning off the replies." So then I had to turn
Oh
them back on
wow!
because I
Oh
I
wow!
can take the
People stuck
smoke.
in
So
their
I turned
fields.
right. So I turned
Oh
them back on,
wow!
by the way.
People are
Well,
stuck in
you
their
kind of
fields. But
had
you're here.
to.
You're here at the
Yes.
right time, Carey, because Falcon fans are
Oh
super
man.
positive about this team, and
Right.
they want to see not only a win tonight, but they just want to see the team play well, and of course get off the field
Right.
healthy, and everybody's just excited to see the birds back in the bin. So you are here right on time. T Will, before we get to these topics, let's get to some housekeeping here. If you want to go ahead and rock with me, Falcon Commanders in the chat. T Will.
Let's get to some housekeeping. Falcon Commander says T Will got that. BPE pause. Go Atlanta Falcons, rise up, dirty birds. Hey, he also says pecan waffle from Waffle House. Go Atlanta Falcons, rise up, dirty bird. I tell you what, Falcon Commander, I'm all over that. God, what's All-Star Special? That's me right there.
But
Love
I've
it.
never had a pecan. I mean, wait, do you guys say pecan? Because I feel like people from the South say pecan, and I've always said pecan. But I was at a Braves versus Rays game like 2 years ago, and I was buying those like candied pecans, right? And I asked the worker because I got into it with like a family member, like, I say pecans. They're like, that's not how you say it, Carrie. It's pecans. And so I
You
asked
know
the
what?
worker, and I was like, you're the perfect person to ask. You literally sell these all day. Is it pecans or pecans? And he's like, it's pecans. You pee in a can. I was like, oh,
Oh
Sheesh.
okay.
wow! Oh
But I
wow!
feel like
A
people
lot of
from the
mercy.
South generally say
Wow!
pecan. Do you
They
guys say
do.
pecan or
They,
pecan?
they do. They do. They
Okay,
do. But
okay.
I mean, I guess it just depends, right? Like for a long time, I used to say salmon, and I said it around the wrong person. So my dad, God rest his soul, is one of the most elitist people I've ever met in my life. Okay, he was an engineer for 30 years. So I one day I think I said salmon, and he said, and I quote, with all his Willie Wilson brio, "It's salmon, son. Pronunciation matters."
Oh, wow.
I know
He
when you're
goes,
when you're around Carey and country, you gotta make sure you say croissants and not
Yes,
croissant,
croissants,
croissant.
croissant.
for
He
sure.
said, no, funniest thing ever. We're playing chess, right? This one made it funny. And I was like, yeah, Dad, I want some grits and salmon. And he said,
Salmon?
son, it's salmon.
I've never
Pronounce.
heard anyone say it like that before.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
but hang on. He says,
It's
son.
the South.
He said, son, it's salmon. And you know what else, Terry? Checkmate, which,
Mhm.
was, God
It's like
rest
for
his
the folks
soul.
that say
Oh,
Atlanta and the folks that say Atlanta. You know what
well,
I'm saying?
It's
You get
just
some.
different. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
different
yeah. So,
pronunciation.
so anyways, all that to say, I normally all my life say pecan, but ever since then I was like, oh, okay, like should I say pecan? But it just still doesn't feel right. So sometimes you'll see me going back
It's
and forth between the two, but I do
it's
want to say pecan.
it's like the difference between hors d'oeuvres, and then you have some other folks that mispronounce it. I mean, unless you don't know until you know, right?
Mhm.
You don't know until you know.
True. Hey,
Falcon fans
Chris.
hit that
A1's
like.
in the chat. He said, yeah, the L is silent, T Will. And he's the perfect person to ask, or know because he loves salmon. I know
Well,
he's a big salmon guy.
I know that now, Chris. I was just telling them a story. Thank you.
T
A1.
Will. As we
No, but
get
he
to some
loves salmon. So.
as we get to some housekeeping here, I see we got Hucklebuck in the chat. T Will.
Coming from
Hi,
a Falcon
Hucklebuck.
fan. Oh, wow. Okay, Hucklebuck. Coming from a Falcon fan since 78, 79. This team and atmosphere feels different. ATL Rise Up, Grits Blitz. And you know what, Hucklebuck 71? You are 100% on point. It's been a while since I've been excited about a Falcons defense. And don't get me wrong, I'm excited about this Falcons team, but I think this Falcons defense will play well. I think they'll at least be a top 15 defense. And I don't think it's even a question. So I'm excited about that. A1 Forever's excited to see Carrie, as everyone is. Deke is excited
Hi,
to see
Dee.
Carrie. What up,
Thank
Deke?
you, guys. Hi,
Rafe,
everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Falcons Friday. Happy Game Day
happy.
Friday. It's a
Happy
great day.
Falcons Friday. Well, you basically covered what Ray Fitty had to say. He says, what up, Spades and Will, and the lovely Miss Carrie. And she is lovely, by the way. We got Falcon Commander. Good preseason game day morning. Big
Hi,
pick.
Miss Pam.
Big Penix energy carry. Pause. Go Atlanta Falcons. Rise up, Dirty Bird. A1 says, Deke, what's good? Millie Mills. Titans talking about 28-3. When was the last time they went to a Super Bowl? I believe that was 99, Millie Mills. And they, you know what? Whenever I think of the Titans, you know what movie I think of, Jack, right?
What talking about?
You know what movie I think of, right, Carrie? The longest yard.
Right.
The longest yard. Just take that in. Okay. All right. So, A1 says, Mills, what it do? Ray Fitty says,
what? DSGB Hall? What is it? We're talking about pronunciation. He's talking about, is it Megan or is it Megan?
I completely missed that whole Megan thing. Like, I have no idea what's going on with that.
All right. So, Megan is a joke, right? So, Jack and myself and Eric and Sade and Ernest and Kiara. Okay. We're all in a chat together, Carrie. And so they have this running joke about Meg with with Jack, which we'll talk about offline. I won't get into granular detail, but it's funny. But that's the running joke. So that's where that comes from. And of course, Jack has, jokes for all of them. So the Kavara thing, that's also where that comes from. The lovely Miss Pam says, hello, Jack, Terry, and Carrie. Everyone in the chat, happy Friday morning, everyone. Good morning, Auntie Pam. I hope all is well with you. I got a chance to meet Auntie Pam at a Falcons practice recently, and what an experience. Very, very nice. Just as nice in person as she is on this show. A1 says, the L is silent, whatever. Chris says, hey, but pronunciation do matter. It does. I'm not going to get into the irony of that statement, but it does. Falcon Commander, good preseason game day morning, Pam. DSGB. Okay, you already covered that one, Jack. A1 says, I can really eat salmon every day. Omega-3, baby. Love it. The Titans should be a movie called The Longest Drought.
Sheesh. That's tough. Falcon fans, game day in the A, 7 p.m. I'm sure it's going to kick off around 7:05 or so. 92.9, I'm sure they're going to be broadcasting too as well. Fox 5, you can check it out. Wherever you're going to be at, definitely tune in for the Atlanta Falcons versus the Tennessee Titans tonight. It's going to be a beat down, and a beat down. Falcons need to go out there and handle business tonight. Carrie, I guess I'll go ahead and put the question up here in the chat for the fans and for everybody here that wants to talk about some Falcons football. But which position battle are you keeping your eye on during this game tonight? Is it the cornerback spot? The Falcons just signed CJ Henderson too as well. I'm sure some of the cornerbacks in that room are looking around like, hey, this guy's coming here to take somebody's job. Of course, the wide receiver position too as well, with Mooney being down. It's an opportunity for other guys to step up if Mooney can't go week one. Do the Falcons keeping a 6 wide receiver on the roster this year? They're going to keep it, I'm sure they're going to have some guys on the practice squad, but how many receivers are going to put out there? Just who are you looking for in this position battle tonight, Miss Carrie?
To be honest, I'm looking. I mean, there's multiple, right, between the receivers, the backup offensive line. I'm looking. Obviously, the pass rush has my attention, but for me, the one that I'm paying attention to the most as far as position battles will have to be the nickel spot. Cause I feel like right now is it could go any way, and I love that there's so much competition there. We got a rookie Billy Bowman who's known to be a ball hawk, but then we also have our guy, our friend D Alford. Um, I feel like it's anybody's game, and I'm really happy that there's competition at that spot. And I'm really excited to see like hopefully them both on the field today. We'll see. And then, because I know Billy was playing really well a few weeks ago, but then this past week, in the last final two practices of training camp, D Alford was, balling out. So really excited for that. I'm gonna be paying close attention to that.
Iron sharpens iron, y'all. Falcon fans, be prepared for tonight. The nickel position battle. D. Alford, Billy Bowman, of course, even Mike Ford, wherever they're going to be able to fit him in outside of special teams this year, if he's going to be able to make the roster through that. However, C.J. Henderson, where he's going to be fitting in too as well. Clark Phillips, will we see him tonight? Natron Brooks, will we see them tonight? That cornerback room, that DB room, that secondary is something to look for tonight, T. Will. Question goes to you. Which position battle are you looking for tonight, my brother?
I'm looking at a couple, Jack, to be honest with you. But first and foremost, let's start with these receivers. I can't say that I've seen one with a bad performance. From everything that we're hearing in regards to Chris Blair, David Seals, Casey Washington, they are all performing admirably. And it's going to be a tough decision. It's going to be very tough. And I don't envy them because, there have been several instances where we've seen some guys make great plays. Casey Washington's been all over the place in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you pull up the highlights, you see him bringing in a pass from Penix or Cousins or whoever. David Sills has been great. Chris Blair mossed somebody last week in the game against the Lions. So that's going to be tough. The other one is the cornerback and safety. Look, ladies and gentlemen, well, I need to make an announcement. Jack, it's more so of a correction, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Jack, you made a statement last week in a show, and I let it go because, we're tight. You're my guy, and I really didn't give it much thought. But I did some research on it,
mm-hmm.
and I have to say, Jack, in this case, and I never doubt you, but you were incorrect, sir. So I went back and I looked at some photos of one Mr. DeMarco Helms, and you guys could be half brothers. You guys could be.
Wow.
You guys
Here
could
we
be second
go.
cousins. Like there is a resemblance there. I went back and I looked at it, and there is a resemblance. There really is. I was looking at it, and I was
told me that too as well.
I was like, they
you
do look alike. Yeah, they do. They do look alike. So I'm sorry. I'm with you, Jack. I'm with you to the end, but I can't go there with you, buddy. Yeah, literally for you. All right. So, but in all seriousness, DeMarco Helms is making a case for himself, man.
Mm-hmm.
He is making a case that he, at a minimum, should be on this squad. But I think he's making a case to start. You got Jesse out there that can pick anything off. But let me tell you something, man. Every defense needs what I call a mama, there go that man again. Right? Do you guys know what a mama, there go that man again? Do you know what that is? That means somebody that can lay the wood, Carrie. And Carrie, I went back because I said that last week, and you were like,
Man,
nobody's
you're
heard
like
that.
fact checking us today. Okay.
No. I went back.
You said about 3 times already. I went back and I did this. Last night I went back
okay.
No, I'm not fact checking. But I saw
you didn't clean your room, Carrie. I want to talk to you about
that. I'm not saying that. But I saw somebody else use that terminology in regards to making a good hit. Carrie, I'm just messing with you. But in all seriousness,
I still said pause.
Fair enough. Carrie's like, this is 2025, T-Will. Wake up. So in all seriousness, DeMarco is making a name for himself, man. That hit that he delivered on that Lions receiver was timed perfectly. It was technically sound. It was not a foul. It was not. It was not. And I think that DeMarco Hellams is making the case for him to start. So in my opinion, it comes down to DeMarco, Xavier, and Jordan. And may the best man win. Those are my thoughts.
Position battles, Falcon fans, you got to keep an eye on tonight. Of course, Kerry mentioning the nickel spot, that wide receiver spot. I do have to ask the chat, which position battle are you keeping an eye on tonight? But T Will, just going to you and Kerry, you can jump in too as well. Chat, you can jump in. Looking at the receivers, from what you heard from camp, from last week's game to the Lions, from this week too as well, practice against the Titans. And even tonight, we'll talk about it on Sunday night. But who is leading the wide receiver race, you would think, T. Will, for that 5-6 spot, that 4-5-6 spot? Do you have Washington ahead of Blair? Do you have Stills ahead of Blair? Do you have Dylan Drummond, who had some catches last week, ahead of Casey Washington? Is Casey leading the race right now? Like, just from what you're seeing, and of course it can always change because, football is going to be played tonight. Football against the Cowboys next week. Practice again too as well. We're going to be hearing a bunch of notes and a bunch of stuff coming up between now and the final 53-man roster. But T. Will, just from what you've heard, Kerry, please jump in. Chat, jump in. Who is leading the wide receiver race? You think T. Will, to get one of those spots?
Jack, I have no idea. I don't know that anyone, and I don't think it's a thing where they've been that bad that there's been no differentiating performance. Mm-hmm. I think they've all performed that well.
Right.
I think they've all performed that well that on any given day, you don't know who's. I honestly don't know. I can't tell you. And Kerry, I'm interested to hear your thoughts. But from my perspective, I've heard days where Casey Washington went out and showed out. Same thing for David Sills. Same thing for Chris Blair. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Miss Kerry, who you got? What you got?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Chris Blair. Shout out, Drummond. Shout out all of them because they've all been like, practicing hard and, fighting for that spot.
Right.
Me personally, even before I read this yesterday, because I'm going to read something to you. Actually, maybe it was 2 days ago, but press conference from Raheem. He answered this as well. But even before then, I was like, I'm pretty sure I told you guys this, that I believed it was Casey Washington in the chat. Like, I was like, I had put out a tweet a couple weeks ago. I hope he makes this roster after he had that little chat with Raheem, on the mic'd up saying like, what can I do to improve? And Raheem like told him, no, you've been doing great. You've been learning fast. I was worried about maybe you weren't going to learn the playbook quick, but you've, done that. Like you're doing great, And I said, I hope he makes the roster. And then maybe like a week ago, I think I put in our group chat, like, he's making this roster. Like after I saw him like in practices and how much Penix has been practicing with him, they already have that connection,
right?
Years back. Then not just that, but then you got to think about it. Last year when Kirk was the starter, they were practicing together all, because he was practicing with the twos. Penix was practicing with twos. Casey was part of the twos. So to me, I was like, there's no way you cut Casey because they have that connection. I'd argue maybe there's Drake and Kyle Pitts who he's been working with off season, but I'm like, as far as history goes and time, like you can't argue that he doesn't have the best connection with Casey. But I say all that to say, Raheem, Morris, our head coach, in the press conference 2 days ago, he was asked who is winning the battle for the wide receiver Darnell Mooney's spot while he's out with his shoulder injury. And then his quotes was, the clear-cut answer. And then they said Casey Washington. So but he
did be Casey Washington, Falcon fans. Kerry? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he also mentioned David Sills, who has been earning more and more reps and being super consistent. He was Kirk Cousins' favorite target in practice, so that's why he's been taking snaps with first team offense. So it could be anybody's game, but my guess is Casey Washington, honestly.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. T. Will.
Who's our receivers coach? Is our receivers coach new or has he been here? I can't recall who our receivers coach is, but whoever it is, he's doing a great job this year.
It's not TJ Yates, I can tell you that.
Oh, not
It's
anymore.
Ike Hilliard. Remember
I
Ike Hilliard?
Yeah. Well, this is his first year, right? Is this his first year with us?
second. I thought.
This
Is it?
Ike Hilliard came with Raheem. Yeah, this is his second year. Yeah, second year.
I think he got hired last year.
Yeah, I
Well,
remember fans were
he's
asking for Sanu last year. Yeah, this is his second year. But don't forget Ike Hilliard. You know, he did play in the NFL at a high level too as well. So big shout out to Ike
Right.
Hilliard.
well. I think
Able
I
to work
think we're
with.
starting to see his stamp on. I mean, these guys are look at. You're talking about 7 receivers, and I can't differentiate between the final 4. Any one of them could make it, and I'd be fine, right? Like you. Well, a better way to put that would be any one of them could make it, and I don't think you would see a drop off.
Okay.
So yeah, kudos to Ike Hilliard. I think you're in the first year. It's kind of hard to put your stamp on things, but I think you're really seeing the fruition of his hard work with these receivers and in the offseason and everybody that they signed. So go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
The cool thing, no, you're talking Falcons football. This is what it's about. The cool thing about Ike Hilliard is, and that's why fans wanted Mohamed Sanu to, be the wide receivers coach when everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we need a wide receivers coach last year." Raheem bring over and Sanu, he'll be great. He used to be a Falcon, and I mean Ike Hilliard. I think his biggest year in his career was 1999, 16 games played, 72 receptions for almost 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, he had another season that was 55 receptions, 787 yards, 8 touchdowns. But this is the guy that didn't even have 1,000-yard season. But what he did with Drake last year, right? And what he's able to do with this wide receiver group this year, even with Casey Washington, Chris Blair, they all look good, right?
Yeah.
T-Will, I mean, even with what they did in the offseason, working in their smaller, working in their area, where they're at. I guess Chris Blair working in Mississippi, and some of the other receivers, I guess, working in their own, respected environments, whatever they're doing to prepare for the season. But they are looking good, man. Casey Washington, David Stills, Dylan Drummond. That's a battle I'm definitely looking for tonight. That wide receiver group. I think Chris Blair gets another touchdown tonight. Because even at camp, man, he's been lighting it up. And maybe he gets another target tonight to where he can show the fans in the stands that he can put the ball into the end zone. So big shout to Chris Blair, big shout to Casey Washington, big shout out to everybody, man. Easton Stick too as well gets a chance to get out there again tonight. Emory Jones, fan mentioned that in the chat. I think Bellows World mentioned he'd love to see some more of Emory Jones here tonight. Thoughts on Emory Jones, Falcon fans? T. Will, Carey?
I mean, maybe I don't think he makes. Well, let me not say that. I think if he does make the team, it's probably on the practice squad.
Practice squad, right.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
that's what I would say.
Because the way it's looking right
of
now,
course,
the Falcons running their 2 quarterbacks. We're looking at Penix and Kurt. And the way Easton Stick's been playing, I'm sure he's going to get more PT tonight than Emory Jones. So I'm looking at Easton Stick to probably go for another 125 yard performance. So Easton Stick, if they do run the 3 quarterback set, then there goes Easton Stick. But if not, then he'll be on the practice squad too as well. Now, between Easton Stick and Emory Jones, if you have to make a decision to keep one quarterback, T. Will, my guess right now would be Easton Stick, right?
Yeah, I would say.
Carrie, are we jumping off the boat here? What we're saying right now, if you had to make a choice to keep one quarterback for the practice squad, it would be Stick, or Emory Jones can go 400-yard performance tonight and light everything up. Am I right?
No, I mean he's definitely more mobile, Emory Jones, but no, the clear cut winner so far for that 3rd quarterback spot is going to be Easton Stick. To me, when he played last week against the Lions, he was showing like I could be a serviceable backup because I mean, you want to have a reliable, 2nd string quarterback. God forbid something happens, and I feel like he played well last week, so he really he impressed me. So I definitely think he's the 3rd string for sure.
Well, let's check the fans in the stands and see what they have to say. Chat. Let's light it up. 82 Money Carlos said Fuller gonna be out of there. He was just security in case we didn't get the rookies. Wow, 82 Money Carlo firing shots at 10-12 in the morning. We still got 2 games here left. 82 Money Carlo. He's on that William Amy juice.
Carla,
William Amy be hitting me
Carla.
up all the
Yeah.
time, bro. Shout out William Amy. He'll hit me up. Jack, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you put out there. Hey, I don't care how many times they put Jordan Fuller in there. It ain't happening. I was sitting
Yeah.
there at camp telling y'all what I saw when they put the ones in. I saw the man in there. William Amy was on he was on my case. It ain't happening, Jack.
He does not play.
He does not play, man. So
He
hey,
does
Falcons
not
fans
play.
in the chat, let's sound off. Which position battles are you looking for tonight? Good to see everybody here in the chat too as well. If you're checking in from Facebook, head over to YouTube, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. A lot of content creators here too as well, so make sure you head over to their channels and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Matter of fact, we got a content creator right here. If y'all haven't heard On the Mark,
what's going on?
On the Mark's podcast. Big shout out to On the Mark, man. He's been talking Falcons football for years, man. So if you guys haven't got a chance to check out Mark's podcast, please head over there, hit that like, share, subscribe button. I promise you, you'll definitely like what you hear. Big shout out to On the Mark here talking Falcons football in the chat. Emory Jones, Pamela Johnson with the Emory Jones comment. Now, don't forget Pam Jones. Pam Jones was big on Bijan since day one. Bijan. Now she's saying Emory Jones. Maybe it's something to watch for. Sterling Woods said, can we go ahead and put Washington in? Sterling Woods is on the Washington train right now. He's like, look, that's the receiver right there. Let's just go ahead and just cut the camp battle stuff, cut this position battle stuff. Casey Washington is going to be the guy right there once the season starts.
I'm with you, honestly, because we don't know how long our guy Mooney's going to be out. I hope and pray, honestly, he's going to be ready week
Penix
1.
slip
But
up, Carrie, because I don't know if you listened to 92.9 the other day,
yes,
but Penix was speaking to the media and they talked about it. But Carl Dukes was like, like you mentioned that to us, in the presser, and it's like fans want to know the update on Mooney, and if the quarterback is saying that he might be ready for week 1, and then go back and say, "Oh yeah, I think he'll be ready," it's kind of like you gave away the juice. But you're like, "Oh shit, wasn't supposed to say that." Like, you remember that moment on that T-Will, you know about this for my ATL movies, that Marvel, was it the Hulk that spoiled, or who was it that spoiled Avengers when they were sitting on the couch doing that interview? It was like, is this person gonna die? And he looked over.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
and it was like, oh snap, he wasn't supposed to say that. And he was like, oh, crap, I messed up.
Yeah,
it was kind of like one of those.
I think it was the Hulk. Yeah, I think it. Whatever the actor's name is,
because they're definitely putting the blanket on Mooney's situation when it comes to the injury. They don't want the Bucs to know anything, right? And of course, you can't go out there and say Mooney's not playing week 1. The Bucs are gonna be sitting over there like, yeah, okay, they're gonna go out there and put in, somebody else to play wide receiver 2, and it's not gonna be the same as Mooney, and the yards after catch and the route running is gonna be different, and they gotta switch the plays up. But Zach Robinson's gonna be ready with or without Mooney. You gotta worry for Kyle Pitts this year. I'm telling you. Gotta watch for Kyle Pitts this year. I think week 1 against the Bucs, Carrie, you're in for a treat when you show up from Florida. I think Kyle Pitts lights it up week 1, right? Because you saw how early they was getting him in camp.
Jack said it, not me.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just because everyone gives me a hard time that I'm always like the only one ever.
When I was at camp, and even some of the plays I was hearing about, they get Pitts early. If you're doing it at camp, and Michael Penix said it to the press at the presser. Remember that day at camp? He was like, y'all got a lot of Kyle Pitts today, didn't you?
Right.
There's gonna be a whole bunch of that this season.
KP.
Well, don't wait till week 2, week 3. Do it week 1.
Right.
I think they will.
I think they will. Me too, honestly.
Yeah, I think they will.
And I think it should be like that, especially if Mooney's out by chance, honestly, because I feel like Pitts is gonna, give more effort this year for obvious reason. He's on a contract year, but I also think that him and Penix have built like a connection, on and off the field. Like they're now golf buddies, like off the field, and they've been practicing together. So I think they've kind of built a connection heading into the season. And also, obviously, he showed that he could trust, Pitts with the game on the line last season in Washington. So I feel like I truly think I want to see Kyle Pitts being used in the red zone more. In general, my main thing for offense is I want us to be our red zone efficiency last year. We were pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Even though our offense was so good, we settled for a lot of field goals, which unfortunately some of them were not, made because our kicker was not healthy, but our red zone efficiency was not good. So, we, just stalling out in the red zone. But to me, we got basketball players on this offense. These weapons are between Drake and Kyle Pitts, they're huge. Like their wingspan is big. They're very tall. I mean, you guys saw Drake London moss that Titans DB in practice the other day. So I want to see more of that. Truly.
I mean, I think this year the offense, like you said, I said plus 20. T was going plus 30. I mean,
Wait, plus 30 what?
he's good. T would say we're scoring 30 a game. 30.
We scored so
Dang.
that's well.
Bro,
here's why.
He also
well,
said 17-0 though.
I
mean, most teams get
I
about,
did not.
24,
No,
25,
Carrie,
just,
you're not gonna do that, Carrie. No, ma'am.
He was like, it's gonna be 45
that is,
at the half.
I did
Yes.
not. Wait, who is that from Chase's show that does that?
Phillip.
Now you're calling me Phillip. No, shout out to Phillip. Shout out to Chase as well. But no, in all seriousness, look,
shout out to them.
Look it, man.
Just kidding.
I know. You just like to wind me up, but no. In all seriousness, we scored 26 points a game, and we went through that awful abyss of a series with Kirk for those 5 games, and we still scored 26 points a game, right? So with Penix back, with Penix here, with that arm, with this offense. And look at the thing nobody's talking about is Kirk looks resoundingly better. Kirk's leg has healed. His arm is healed. His elbow is healed. We have 2 very good quarterbacks.
So wait,
2 very good quarterbacks.
Kirk scoring 2 week 1? He's scoring 2?
No, I'm not saying that. Well, maybe he does. Look at maybe if it's 45 to 3. Maybe it's 45 to 3 and we put Kirk in and maybe he scores one. Like you never know.
No,
maybe it's 45 to 3 Falcons.
45-40. Like Jesus, how did this?
No, it's 45 to 3. Oh wow, stop it, Jack. It's 45 to 3 Falcons. 45 to 3 Falcons with like 5 minutes left. You put Kirk in, and Kirk scores another 2 touchdowns. Right. So there you go. Let's think positive. But go ahead, Jack.
You never know, man. A team could come calling. That could be the Easton Stick or Emory Jones moment at that point. You never know. A team comes calling next week. We need a quarterback. All right. Well, what team was it? Give up two first. The value's going up.
I think it is. I think it. Look it.
You're not getting even 1 first.
Well, you know what? And we don't have to trade him. Kirk Cousins is a very good insurance policy. And
at this point, going into the season, I mean, you're resting both of them. Why not put Kurt out there to go play against the second?
Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Right, they're resting him for a reason. Like, look, both of you guys are valuable. You're $100 million valuable. We're gonna get to you in a minute.
Thank you,
you my brother.
Thank you. So look, the fact that you're doing that, I'm not saying that you definitively will get a first round pick, Kerry, but I would ask. Because you don't have to trade him. Pittsburgh could call you next week. So you don't have to trade. You don't have to. You're in it now. You've committed to paying him for this year. So you trading him at this point, is only going to go towards next year's salary relief, I think. And you could cut him in the offseason anyway. So you're really playing with house money. Right? Let's think about
here
this.
For the rest of his contract.
I definitely think he's gone at the end of the season. But what I'm saying is you don't have to trade him now. The advantage is all Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't like that package, guess what? I'm good.
I am looking at starting quarterbacks and backups around the league, and it's like, man, if your starter goes down, man, I tell you.
Right. And Kerry, let me ask you this. What if there's a situation where you have 2 teams who both have starting quarterbacks that go down and they both have playoff aspirations? Well, then let me tell you what you're getting. You can play them both off each other. Well, we can give you a 3rd round. Well, they're giving us a 2nd and a 1st and a case of beer. Just kidding about the 1st. But I'm just saying,
hold the beer, though. Falcon fans,
we could definitely hold the beer. Just my point is, we don't have to trade him now. All of the advantage, all of the leverage is with the Falcons now. Before The season, it was all Kirk and every other NFL team. You don't have to worry about that now. So, I mean, we'll see. But I agree. I don't think he'll be here next year. I agree with
fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. DSGB Hall's in the chat. We're going to check with some more fans in the stands. DSGB Hall said, need to see what this backup O-line is going to do. Falcon fans, we talked about that last night.
Yeah.
Some fans
Yeah,
were
we
kind of
did.
worried about if
Yeah, we did.
this person goes down and this person go down. Can Brandon Parker step up? Can Kyle Hinton step up? I'm sure every coach's fear is their starting offensive lineman going down. And this is the injury field league. It happens from time to time. You already see some players, some big name players are already out right now, going for the rest of the season. So we do hope, like I said earlier, the successful thing I'm looking for tonight with the Falcons, that everybody gets off the field healthy and that they can practice and play another day. And of course, anything else that comes from the evaluation of the players to the offensive line, defensive line, XYZ. We'll go over that and talk about that on Sunday too as well. Ray 50's in the chat. So our 3 QBs heading into the season is Ethan, Stick, Penix, and Cousins. If they go that, I'm guessing it's going to be just the 2 quarterback look, just Penix, Kirk Cousins, and of course, if they keep the third one on the practice squad, this is where the camp competition battle comes in between Emory Jones, who was on the roster last year. Remember, they used him as like a decoy for like the Jaden Daniels Commanders game. Then they ended up keeping him here, which he's going into his second preseason game tonight, which if he has a good one, it's possible that, he could be in the runnings to make the roster. I think we're looking at a practice squad for those guys, right? Because they're going to go with 2 quarterbacks. So if they do keep the third, it's going to be Easton Stick. But
let me ask you a question.
If Emory Jones got a ball to hell out tonight. But then again, another team might see Emory Jones as a backup, and then next thing you know, he gets cut and he gets signed somewhere else. T-Will?
Let me ask you this. If you put Easton Stick on the practice squad, can another team come along and claim him?
I believe so, yes.
I don't know that I would put him on the practice squad.
Emory Jones or Easton Stick?
I might keep Easton Stick on the 53.
Well, the thing
I might keep him on the 53.
T-Will.
Well, because here's the thing, right? So let's game this out.
Kirk Cousins situation, right?
There you go. Right. What if you do trade him week 3?
Right, and
now somebody, and now you're.
We gotta hope that Emory Jones has been developing that every week that goes by until that time comes. Emory Jones is out there with the scout team. Emory Jones is out there with the second unit. He's out there with the practice squad, so he should be ready to go if his time is called. Hell, Brock Purdy was ready to go. You remember that time Josh Johnson was ready to go? There's a bunch of quarterbacks they throw into the mix that should be ready to go. The Dolphins threw a couple no-names guys into the mix a couple years ago when Tua went down. So we hope that moment doesn't happen. But that's what we're talking about here on One Time for the Fan when it comes to the backup quarterback. That's why the Falcons see Kirk like, bro, we really might need you if something happens. And, that value is going up by the day, but we really might need you. Hopefully, I don't want to talk about it because we always talk about the positivity here, but there's some fans that probably have had conversations amongst each other and said, man, if Penix takes a hit and goes down, bro, who's the backup? It's got to be real. And right now it's Kirk. But if a team comes calling for Kirk, T-Will got a point. You got to go get another. You finna bring in Ryan Tannehill? Week 7?
Thank you.
You finna put who's the guy? Give me another guy. So many no-name backup quarterbacks.
Exactly.
I'm more on the train of like, don't even trade him, to be honest.
You finna put Carson Wentz in there?
Carrie, I agree with you.
Johnny Manziel week 11 and put him there.
I agree with Carrie.
Because it's not going to do anything to benefit us this season, right? And I feel like everything's riding on this season, at least for our head coach and GM.
Yeah.
And I feel like a future, realistically, we're not getting a first. So a future at best 3rd, but most likely 4th or 5th, it's not going to benefit us. Yes, it'll help us as far as like money if they cover some of his salary, but other than that, it's not helping us as far as like a draft pick this season or a player, unless they do like a player swap, maybe. But
it's the funny thing, Carrie, and I don't want to fast forward to 2026, but Country was talking about the other day with the draft and about we might go get a corner next year, or we might go get this guy next year. We was having a conversation offline, but the backup quarterback is going to be important too as well next year. Because you're going to have Penix in the building. We know that. But Kirk will definitely be gone. who's the backup then? Is Easton Stick still going to be around to do that? I mean, like T. Will just said, you put him on a practice squad, somebody gets him.
He's gone if you put him on the practice squad.
So now here comes the situation of getting a backup that we have to have ready to go at a time where we hope, something doesn't happen with our starter. We do talk about these things. We don't spend too much time on it because I like to think about the positivity. Mm-hmm. But the realness of it is, and I talked about it on that group call with y'all like a couple months ago. If the backup quarterback has to come in, y'all better pray. Mm-hmm. And we don't want to think about that. MacTime 30's in the chat. Big shout out to MacTime 30. D Rich is in the chat. Ray 50's in the chat. Chat is live. Chat is lit. Tag your Falcons friends. Tell your Falcons family. We'll get to some more fans in the stands. Got some more stuff to talk about here. It's breakfast with one time for the fan. Carrie's here. T. Will's here. Eric Parker's cutting the grass. Bodie's washing the car.
Oh, wow.
What more can we say?
Wow,
We're
Eric,
getting ready for game day.
Here.
In the
that was this
Cortez
guy.
Sherman's here in the chat. Wasn't that Tom Holland Spider-Man that spoiled that? I believe it was. Wasn't that Peter Parker? Is Peter Parker in the chat? Matter of fact, Cortez Sherman. You might have called him out. Now he got it.
Oh wow.
Cortez Sherman, Peter Parker is in the chat. Ray 50 is in the chat. I'm about to get some. I'm about to get on some man. They got the Falcons D-line going stupid on there. Rook and Walker going crazy. Look, big shout out to you gamers. I haven't been on the Madden just yet. I'm gonna get on there in a little bit. I'm still ranked in the top. I don't talk about it. I'm still ranked in the top like 4,000 in college football. So because I'm ranked in college football, I'm busting heads in college football. So I'm trying to get to like the top 100, top 50, however it goes from there. I just beat the number 7 ranked player the other day, and he was streaming to a bunch of people. I saw his stream. I was like, damn, I ain't know nobody was like that. But yeah, I'm like that. I'm like that in college football, but I'm like that in all those sports games too as well. So Ray 50, I might get on that Madden, man. Might bust your head too, but I can't do Falcon on Falcon crime, man. I told D offered that. He kept telling me, man, we got to play. I'm using the Falcons. I'm like, because you're a player, I know you're going to use the Falcons. Like, I'm not going to go play with the Ravens, bro. Like, I'm not 15, 16 years old where I can just pick some random team just to play. Bro, I'm playing with the Falcons, bro. Now we'll be playing Falcons then. It just felt weird. You know what I'm saying? It just felt weird. Penix, Kirk playing like, what? Kirk versus Kirk, AJ Terrell over here and Drake London over there. Why is there 2 Drake Londons? I don't want 2 Drake Londons on the field. It just feels weird.
They're from parallel universes, Jack.
Yeah, man. You know how that Marvel universe is. But if any Falcon fan want to play, if you can pick a different team and you want to run,
Jack,
I play with the Falcons.
Jack, I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off, sir. But it is that time in the show, and you know what that time is, Jack. Carrie, you know what that time is, right? It's that time for Super Chat.
What we gotta say? Early morning breakfast for one time for the fans. Super Chat. That just woke the neighbor up. I know he's pissed. Big shout out to Uncle Steve's Lounge, content creator, diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. You know where to find him. If he's not on this podcast, he's in row 1.
Uncle Steve, get it in for real.
Uncle Steve,
let me tell you something, man.
In row 1.
Let me tell you something. I was at a game. I think it was Carrie. You remember it was you and I at this. We were in the club, and we were down on the balcony where you can see the game. And Uncle Steve had this suite all to himself down there. Oh my God!
As soon as you said suite all to himself, that's Uncle Steve. Was there police around the suite?
I don't know about that, but I know he was enjoying himself, man. He was enjoying himself.
Was Terry Fontenot over there sitting down, asking, showing him
he could have been
negotiations to handle?
Probably was going over plays. I don't know. Maybe he was asking.
That's the type of life Uncle Steve lived. We can tell the story 100 times when me and T. Will went to practice at the Benz. We're sitting in the parking lot, getting ready for the gate to open.
Yep.
We're recording. We're going live. We talking to the fans, and
yep.
We see that VIP truck roll
by.
That
big ass truck Uncle Steve drive by.
Everybody can spot that. It's got to be somebody's famous in that mother.
Yep. And Jack and I are like, Uncle Steve, and Uncle Steve drives by
in front of the damn truck. Uncle Steve, I'm in front of the truck. Uncle Steve, he just swerved around me.
Goodbye, peasants.
Who the hell is that?
Goodbye, peasants. Leave me be.
Damn pins. What are they doing? Did you see him? Did you see him jump in front of the truck, baby? You see him jump in front of the truck? He drove around. I said, Uncle Steve, man, what's up? I said, T will blow her. T will blowing the horn. We flashing the lights.
Man. Nothing. Uncle Steve had some place to be. You hear me? And it was front row. Because I'm going to tell you something. Any event that Uncle Steve goes to, you best believe he's going to be in the best seats possible.
Let me tell you something, man.
That's how that man gets down.
Philadelphia. I remember fans telling me, Jack, watch your, man, be careful in Philly, man. They're going to be on your head in Philly, man. You know how I am as a fan. I'm on the seats. I'm talking that trash. I'm a diehard fan. I did the shit in Philly, too, as well. Y'all saw the video. I wasn't scared to post it. I went to Philly, and I'm putting on as a Falcon fan. But I'm in different sections putting on as a Falcon fan. And I'm up here with the diehards. I'm up there in them trenches. But I get a text. I can say it now. Big shout out to the Grady family. I get a text. Come on down, Jack. Where you at? Say, I'm on the way. I get down there, 50-yard line. I see Mama. Mama, see the fam. Look over to my right. I'm on row 1. T-Will. There's a bunch of Eagle fans around me, a couple of Falcon fans. And I hear this voice. Let's go, Falcons. Let's go, Falcons. Let's get it. I said, wait a minute. I know that damn voice. I look over on row 1, T-Will. I look over to my right.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who's looking over to their left?
It's Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve.
It's Uncle Steve in the building.
He's pointing at me. I'm pointing at him like the Spider-Man meme. What you doing down here, Jack? You ain't VIP. Starts calling security on me. He ain't supposed to be down here. Had to show him my ticket. Big shout out to Uncle Steve's Lounge, man. That is a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan, content creator, and a good friend. He says, good morning. One time for the fan. The Snacks folks off practice squads. They must sign them to 53-man roster. That's not Easton. Kerry, I have trademark BPE to stop you from making TV.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh,
no,
wow.
he did not.
That's
Oh,
wow.
wow.
For that, Uncle Steve.
Oh, unnecessary. You know what?
Wow.
Unnecessary roughness, greed, and too much belief in capitalism.
I got
for
you,
Uncle
Kerry,
Steve.
because he trademarked it. Here you go, Kerry. You can give him the penalty.
You know, I can't even give him a penalty, to be honest, because Uncle Steve is just that cool. And he gave us a super chat. So I can't even be mad at him, okay? Because he sweetened me up by telling me, you know, with the super chat, this horrible news. So
You see how
I
this
can't
Kerry
even
when they
be
use the super
mad.
chat to sweeten me up
Oh,
and make you feel a certain
man.
type of way. Last night, y'all were doing the super chat to roast me and shit, and I'm like, I'm
Oh,
reading
wow.
comments.
Yeah, I
That
can't
was
be
People
mad.
hilarious.
spending money to roast, and I'm like,
That was
y'all
so
over
much
here.
fun.
I feel bad on the inside.
That was so much fun. I did
No.
not. That was hilarious. My brother said Jack closed the refrigerator with his hip and goes, bow! Oh my God. That was hilarious. That is still funny today. Love you, little brother.
Hey,
That
look,
was funny. That was
Falcon
hilarious.
fans, I know y'all love talking
Bow!
Falcons football right here on One Time for the Fan. I know you like talking Falcons
Don't
football.
do that, Jack. Don't do that. Don't
On
do that.
T-Will's channel
No, you gotta give
on
me a
former
moment.
ATL Sports.
Don't do that.
Make
Can you
sure
see
you go to
somebody
Uncle
close the refrigerator with their hip going bow? Like, bro, that is hilarious, Jack. You gotta give it
We
to
went
him.
back and forth last night. Eric Parker hit me with some jokes, you know. But Peter Parker's in the chat here somewhere.
Oh wow.
He's in the chat here somewhere.
Bow.
Uncle Steve's Lounge. Look, Falcon fans, if you haven't heard of him, please head over to his channel.
Oh,
Hit
he's
the like, share, and
hilarious.
subscribe button.
Oh,
You
please.
get
do.
I'm talking about, just like I said about On the Mark, same thing for Uncle Steve's Lounge. A lot of content creators in this space talk Falcons football, and they keep it 100 when it comes to the team, right?
Mhm.
Desmond Ridder. I love Desmond Ridder. I have no problem with Desmond Ridder.
It,
He's
oh,
the greatest guy. You know how it
Uncle-
is with Uncle
Uncle
Steve,
Steve does that.
man.
Yeah,
He keeps
you know
it
what?
real, but you
know
can also
what?
see him at home games. You can see him at away games. Just don't get in front of his truck and say hi to him. He'll swerve around you.
And
but-
Uncle Steve is very musically talented. He and
Right.
Lo have a group, the Southern whatever they are. I forget.
Well, do
Southern
they
Stars.
still have the group? I heard there's been some tension because, you know, this
Thought
Well,
it was
One
Southern
wants to
look at
sing solo, the other one singing alto. How does it
look
work? Someone
look
wants to
at
be a tenor. What's going on here?
there's always a struggle for number one, but as far as
Shit.
I'm concerned, they're both number one. Okay, because I love them both. I'm not going to choose sides. Okay, I'm not going to choose sides. So hey, I love me some Uncle Steve. I love me some Bigelow. They make great music together. They make great podcasts together. And Uncle Steve is awesome. Uncle Steve's hilarious. So yeah, man. Yeah, and that was pretty slick how he did that too, Kerry. That was Uncle Steve has game apparently because that was pretty slick. That
Carrie's
was
sitting over there. She hasn't said much about it. She's probably googling that BPE just to make sure
the trademark, right?
Right.
I tell you
Emergency
what you let
native.
I tell you what you let slip by though, Jack.
Oh gosh.
What?
You let slip by the fact that Carrie goes, "That's a super chat." Did you see
Oh,
how she
Carrie got
did
it in
that?
there.
She
Because
did
you
get
guys didn't
it in.
know, yeah, because you guys didn't notice that I didn't do it earlier, and then I saw A1 Forever say, Terry, where you at? So I'm like, oh, here I come, okay.
Hey,
I was
Falcon
like,
fans,
really, A1? I thought you had my back.
I'm sure y'all
He
love what
called
y'all
you
hear
out.
here. Y'all gonna love the same thing over there, Uncle Steve's Lounge. So please head
Yeah.
on over to Uncle Steve's page, hit the like, share, and subscribe button
Yeah.
on his videos, on his content. He goes live often too as well, Falcon fans. So please head on over to Uncle Steve's Lounge and give him a subscribe, man. Big shout out to Uncle Steve once again for coming by with the super chat.
Super chat.
Carrie?
Thank you, Uncle Steve, for the super chat.
Carrie's in the building. There we go. We got it.
Hey, love
There we
it.
go.
Love it.
Falcon
Love
fans,
it.
hit that like,
Love
share, and
it.
subscribe button, man. We got some more stuff to talk about here. Just gonna run through this chat real quick so we can catch up and see what everybody's talking about. Jeremiah Williams said that Madden's something serious. Our defense going ham. Hey, Falcon fans, what should they do to update? Anthony's in the chat. Jack, you've been dodging me on the Madden since
Oh,
last
wow.
year.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
Drop your gamer tag.
That sounds like
Whoa.
that should be on Twitch, Jack. And
Whoa,
you know what?
my boy said I've been dodging him on the Madden since last year. And he called me out in the chat. You know, I'm a gamer.
What? And you know what? Your co-host want to see it, Jack. So me, Carrie, and Bodie 3000 would love to see this game on Twitch.
I feel like you haven't been on Twitch lately.
Yeah, I don't think you have.
Ant coming up. I got to play D. Alford again coming up. I got a couple more players I got to play. So it's like
you should make it a thing. Look, that's the perfect time for you to do that.
I told little bro, I said, run it. I said, what you want to do? You want college football? What you want to do? Like, run it. You know what I'm saying? It's about that gamer life. Whenever I got some time.
So when is this going to take place, Jack? I don't hear a time and a place. When is this? When's this going to take place?
Whatever. You know, I have to. I have to get back in the lab on Madden. I've been in the lab pretty tough on NCAA, but Anthony, I ain't running from you, bro. I ain't running from you, big bro.
Carrie, are you hearing excuses? Are you hearing excuses?
Never. With a gamer, me giving excuses now.
You know what? Let me check this thing. Hold on,
bro. Testing, about that life. Look.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
For those that do not know, y'all see Carrie didn't saw what I do on the esports tip. Like on esports, like.
I know you kill it at soccer. I know you do that. Right. I know you kill it at FIFA. Right. Well, guess what? I haven't seen that, Jack. So Carrie and I don't know that. Carrie, myself, and Bodie have never witnessed the greatness of one Jack Spade on Madden. So I'm just saying we need to make this happen, man. We can make it a big thing.
I watched him play, actually. I'm not gonna sit here and lie on this panel in front of these people, but I did watch him play against D. Alford. And I did see him get smoked by D. Alford.
Wow!
I'm gonna be honest.
It feels weird. Like it just.
I'm sorry. What if D. Alford's watching? I can't lie on D. Alford's name right now. Man, so in case he's watching,
here before the game, we can run it before he run it on the field.
Wow, Carrie, what was the final score? I'm sorry.
It wasn't bad. It was close. It was close. D. Alford family jumping in the chat.
It doesn't sound like that from what Carrie's saying. It doesn't sound like it was close, Jack. I'm just saying. Hey, chat, don't you guys want to know what the score was, chat? If you want to know what the score was.
It was like 17-16, man. D. Alford.
Yeah, nah.
We'll just say that.
Hey, you know what, Jack? You know what? Maybe we could get D. Alford to play you again on
He
Twitch.
said it. He said it the other day at camp when I went over there. Remember, he was like, he's gonna stream it. I said, we're gonna stream it again. To see D Offer's family jump in my chat and start talking shit during the third and fourth quarter.
Oh, wow.
I was talking hella shit first 2 quarters. I was on D Offer head, boy. But then again, it's Falcon versus Falcon. And it's like something's gonna happen here. I know this, man.
Oh, wow.
Something's gonna happen here. Where it just play me on college football, though. D.
No, don't do
play
that.
Me on
don't
college
do
football.
that. No, Jack. No, Jack. Don't do that. Don't do that, Jack. No, sir.
How about them,
no, sir. No, sir. How about that Madden? How about that Madden 26, sir? How about that? Let's see. Hey, guys, in the chat, if you guys want to see Jack go ham on Twitch against somebody in Madden, drop a 1 if you want to see it. If you got other stuff to do, drop a 2. But if you want to see it, drop a 1. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to see Jack get that clock clean on Madden on Twitch.
When they say EA Sports is in the game, they talking about me. So I'm letting y'all know right now.
Damn.
Smooth C put the 1 in the chat already. Smooth C said, yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Look, y'all want to play, man? We'll set it up. All right, we'll set it up. Ray 50
let's
said
do it.
Game 2. Ray 50, are you using the Falcons? If you using the Falcons, it ain't happening.
Anthony's calling you out.
He said even offered to let Jack play the Falcons first against me. Hey, man, you better send me some screenshots in here, man. You bringing that guy, you talking that trash, man.
Hey, I just
want to
know
a GIF in here. You better post some type of photo in here.
When is this gonna happen, Jack? I just want to know when it's gonna happen. Oh, he said Ray 50 said he'll use anybody.
Dang, he said I could.
Oh shit! Oh boy, he said no, I'll use anybody. Okay. Oh wow! Oh wow!
Okay. We went from talking Falcons football to talking Madden. We'll go right back to talking Falcons football.
Wow.
After we find A1's ladder.
After you return our friend A1 Forever Sports yellow ladder.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Poor Jack. Jack is getting it 2 days.
A1 is the only one that would work in the environment to find a yellow ladder. Like nobody else would work in the environment to find that. You could be at Home Depot and wouldn't find a yellow ladder. But A1 would be in a 3rd-story building somewhere in Buckhead, and there's a yellow ladder.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
He said, "College, I play with FSU. Put the money up."
Oh wow! Oh man, I love this show. I freaking love this show.
Who you with?
I love this show.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. Bro. I'll tell you right now, bro. I'm ranked. I'm top. I'm ranked. I'm ranked.
So I'm top
right now.
7,000.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Mr. pack his lunch. Tavares here. Did you pack his lunch? Or did he pack it? Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We got another question for you. Look, fans in the chat panel, talking Falcons football. What are you most excited to see in tonight's preseason matchup against the Titans? Carrie, you're a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. You will be here for week 1, Miss Carrie. So, people, Falcon fans, head over to One Time for the Fan on IG. Hit the follow button. We got some really cool stuff to show y'all on week 1. Falcons versus Bucks. Carrie's in the building. T-Will's in the building. Bodie's in the building. I told Bodie he has to actually wear a Falcon jersey this time. He can't come in the janitorial outfit because they already have housekeeping that works at the stadium.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Until he gets the interview, he has to show up as a fan. Big shout to Bodie too, by the way. Can't be
that was this guy, Bodie.
Seeing Bodie real soon on the channel once again. Hit that follow on IG so that way you can see some real cool stuff for week 1 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But Miss Carrie, question. I know they're roasting in the chat because they see me roasting, but they get ready to start picking it up. Shit, I already know what's about to happen. Miss Carrie,
this is so much fun.
Carrie, what are you most excited to see in tonight's preseason matchup against the Titans?
Probably some more Jack Spade roast. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Carrie.
Right. I was going to say.
We got to add Carrie to that chat so she can come back to the show next week and be like, I understand now.
Oh,
man. But
I don't think Carrie would get any work done if she was in that chat. Go ahead, Carrie. I'm sorry.
Like, holy shit, y'all do this all day? Like, all day.
Right.
I don't even remember the question.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, what are your most, who are you most excited to see tonight? Yeah.
Not position battle, right? Just in general?
The preseason matchup with the Titans.
I mean, I'm honestly excited to see James Pierce Jr. I'm hoping we see him again because I really wanted him to get his first sack last game, and I know he said he really wanted to get his first sack. So, I mean, but he was getting double teamed almost the whole game, which is awesome. Like that just shows like, yeah, the league already knows we got an alpha on the edge now. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully seeing him get his first sack today.
Okay. Okay. Chat, question goes to y'all. What are you most excited to see in tonight's preseason matchup against the Titans? I gotta say this, it goes back to the position battles too as well. Lenny Craig and Younghoe Koo. Does that go down to the wire? You know, like next week against the Cowboys, even up into practice, going up to the
Right.
day that they get ready to make the cuts? Or is it
I,
Younghoe's cool job already and they're just trying to secure an insurance just in case he gets injured, to you will? Because
mm,
you know, Kerry, you didn't mention it. There was a lot of points left on the field last year.
right.
Lenny Craig has, been here at the Falcons for a couple months, hit some kicks that some fans were saying, wow, I mean, this guy got a leg on him. But, he
He
did miss some
Lenny
kicks too as well.
Right, he has the power in his leg, like, it definitely could go 60 yards, it's just he has to work on the accuracy, you know? Like, with that field goal he missed against the Lions, it was from 53 yards, just went wide left, so,
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, I personally think he's, like, the future, like, Koo's
Mm-hmm.
deal runs out, we have our guy because the Falcons really, they paid extra to get him because there was multiple teams that wanted Lenny Craig.
Right.
So I think he's our international player on the roster, doesn't count for a roster spot, but also no one can steal him since it's not the practice squad. So for me, like, I think he's our future. I mean, it's definitely like I love that Koo has the competition because yeah, last season was not good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously he was probably his worst season as a Falcon. So I'm glad that there is the competition there, but I would say it's probably Koo's job to lose at this point,
Mm-hmm.
but, I do love the competition. I think Koo is gonna be the kicker tonight. I know Lenny was the kicker last week, but I think they said already that Koo's gonna be the kicker tonight.
All right. Falcon fans, gotta hit that like, gotta hit that share and that subscribe button. We also have a comment. I see Carrie's in the chat. She said, welcome to the Roasted Jack Spade. I mean breakfast with one time for the fans. And she added everyone too as well. Like if you didn't
Oh
if you didn't read it in the chat, Jack will read it on the screen. Don't worry, everybody. She wants everybody to know. So
everybody.
if you got in here at 10:51 and the comment was made at 10:46, she's gonna make sure that Jack reads the comment.
She's
wow.
all
Lisa Shepard
inclusive
with the
Jack.
backup. It's Tell the Truth edition Friday, Carrie. Oh,
That's
she loves
right.
it. All the
That's
ladies.
right.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God, it's going down. The ladies are sticking together in here. Thank you so much.
Hey.
This is
Hi,
great.
Lisa. Hope you're doing
This is
well.
great. All right. All right. The roasted Jack Spade. Okay. All right. Okay. Week 1's coming up, Carrie. Okay. The roasted Jack Spade. Okay. Sterling Woods, the video that came out on JPJ got me hyped up about him. T Will, you hyped up on JPJ? You on the JPJ juice?
Who's not on the JPJ? How can you, dude? He's a rookie getting double teams.
Can we
Pause.
say here on the channel, Carrie, and no, did he? Can we say here on the channel, Carrie and T Will, fans have mentioned JPJ more than Jalen Walker since he's been drafted?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. As a matter of fact, because you know how the interweb is. I saw an article last night saying, the fact that no one is talking about Jalen Walker is indicative of whatever, which was total BS. But the point is, everybody's talking about JPJ, and that's okay. I think Jalen Walker is going to be fine. I think we got 2 first-round draft picks that from day one are going to contribute and contribute well. But make no mistake about it, everybody is talking about JPJ. Because, again, I mean, dude, if you're drawing double teams, right? You're drawing double teams in practice. You're drawing double teams. Wasn't he double teamed against the Lions?
They had they even brought an assistant coach out there to go double team him too as well.
I'm sure they did.
5 people on
yeah, they. So hey, look, we got us one, boys. We got us. Look,
ladies.
And ladies. Sorry about that. Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen.
Thank you.
We have
Thank
ladies
you,
in
Miss
the
Carrie.
chat too.
Thank
Right.
you. Thank you, Miss Carrie. Sorry about that. That was my one.
Carrie,
No.
you better represent. I
That
love
was
having Carrie here. That was a moment.
we
to
all
represent.
love Carrie here. That was
Right.
that was my one misogynistic moment. Apologies. But no, this Falcons defensive line is going to be, I think they're going to be great. I think they may be our strength on defense. And no disrespect to the linebackers and no disrespect to the secondary, because I think they're going to be good as well. I think this is a top 15 defense. But I think the strength of that is definitely that defensive line. I think we got stars and studs on here, man. Nobody's talking about Braylon Trice, and I think he's going to be good. Nobody's talking about Brandon Dorlus. I think he's going to be good. Nobody's talking about Rook Aurora. I think he's going to be great. So,
To your point, T. Will, I'm really hoping we see Trice today because he's the one player besides Nick Nash. Nick Nash ended up coming on in the second half. Those two players, I was looking for them first half. They weren't playing. I don't think Trice played a snap, against the Lions. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him because he has been practicing now.
Yeah. So Braylon Trice, myself, I got to say D'Angelo Malone, right? D'Angelo Malone getting some work on the inside. Wherever they're going to put him out there tonight. Of course, special teams unit. You guys seen D'Angelo Malone the past couple of years, but he does have a big shot and an opportunity here with the 53-2 as well. Of course, Chris Blair. I know Carrie's over there on the Casey Washington bus. I gotta go over there and mention Chris Blair too as well. He's been lining it up at camp. I think his off season he's been doing pretty well, working out in Mississippi. I think he was working with Mohamed Sanu, I believe, too, as well, at Legacy Sports Complex. So big shout out to Chris Blair's off-season training and just getting prepared for, of course, what is happening right now in preseason. But every single player, we might call out a couple names, but all the players that's getting a chance to play tonight, even the ones on the sideline that's over there motivating. Bijan Robinson. Look, we're an hour and 22 minutes into the show, and we mentioned Bijan Robinson for the first time. Jesse Bates, right? Ray McLeod, right? Those are the guys that we know. That's the unit that's getting ready to move the chains. But there are some guys out there today that's hunting and doing the best they can to go make this 53 or for a 53 for another team. But they do understand that, tonight is an important night for them and their family too as well. So big shout out to all the players, big shout out to the coaches, big shout out to the staff, everybody at the Mercedes-Benz getting ready to put on another amazing event. And of course, it's preseason, so don't expect little baby at halftime or Jeezy performing in the first quarter. I would just expect a football game, probably a mascot race or something at the halftime. Who knows? I don't know. But for the most part, week 1 against the Bucks, it's going down in the Benz, and we are right around the corner from it. I did mention before, T. Will is in the house, Carrie is in the house. Bodie 3000 is in the house. Head over to the IG page and hit the follow button so that way you can see some content. Matter of fact, there's going to be some content posted tonight because T. Will is in the house here for the Falcons-Titans games going down in a major way. Fans are live. The chat is live and lit, man. I can't thank y'all enough because we do enjoy doing this. A1 Forever said, little roast beef Jack ain't never hurt nobody. Well, maybe Jack. Sheesh. A1 Forever. Everybody's coming with a little roast here. Ray 50s in the chat. Jalen Walker is not a true DE. He's an off-ball linebacker. Big shout out to Ray 50
good point.
in the chat talking Falcons
point.
football with us. And then Ray 50 is going to be talking y'all how bad he gets beat in college and Madden. Probably the next time y'all hear from him. So big shout out to Ray 50 in the chat. Carrie, you won't have to worry. Week 1, Meg is Jack's bodyguard.
Ooh,
Jesus!
Ooh,
mercy!
The shots.
This is tough.
The shots just keep on.
I've been noticing you've been able to get around in Mexico, DSGB Hall. Just turn the Tesla on one time.
Oh wow!
Just turn it on, and I'm sure they'll find you. DSGB Hall's in the chat. It's going down in a major way, and Kivara's here too as well. They got the whole crew. Y'all must be going on a double date. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hashtag drop your coordinates, Ernest.
Damn.
Carrie.
Wow.
Sterling Woods is back. He said, since it's breakfast with one time for the fan, let's go ahead and put Drake, Casey, and Blair with that 3-piece and the biscuit with Kyle Pitts. Miss Carrie, Sterling Woods is in the chat. He's putting Casey and Blair out there with Drake London.
I love it.
Gotta love that.
Don't forget Ray Ray.
Can't forget Ray Ray. Can't forget Ray Ray. Falcon fans. Some fan mentioned earlier they don't even know about Hodge. I mean, Hodge is Mr. Pro Bowl, man.
No, Hodge isn't going anywhere. Hodge isn't going anywhere.
Hodge is good.
What I'm wondering about is the guy that we signed to return kicks. And he's a great kick returner.
Right.
But to the fans' point, these other receivers have been balling. I haven't heard anything about him.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about him
as well tonight. Let's try to excuse me. Let's try to watch for Jamal Agnew. Here, Falcon fans. So if you get a chance to see Jamal Agnew on the field tonight, lock in on him, zone in on him. We'll talk about him as well on the next episode of One Time for the Fan. D'Angelo Malone, Chris Blair. I thought they was talking about a Falcons Fanatics discount. Oh, damn. I was getting ready to go online and order some gear. But yeah, just keep it on, on lock for Jamal Agnew. Of course, Carlos Washington too as well. There's a couple things to watch for there in the running back room. But Felipe Franks, fans were talking about that. What's the other tight end's name? Joshua Simon. That linebacker spot where I mentioned D'Angelo Malone, him, Josh Woods, right? The JD Bershman, Caleb Johnson move. Like, who's going to be able to work that unit there with Divine Diablo and Caden Ellis? Troy Anderson being banged up. Are these opportunities that other guys can see that's like, hey, I can move up and make this roster here? With Kobe Bryant also being injured too as well. I'm guessing with the CJ Henderson signing. Look on the field for CJ Henderson tonight. CJ Henderson, he's been a starter before, first round draft pick too as well. But Kerry, you know this. T-Will, you know this. He's also battled some injuries. So it's not like he's coming over there like a Jalen Ramsey, like, yeah, I'm coming to take somebody's job today. Like, there's some people that's like, bro, you've been banged up before. So even though you've been a starter, like, some people kind of put their advantage over CJ Henderson. Let's find out about that tonight. We'll see if CJ gets out there on the field. I don't know if his physical, if he passed it already. But I'm guessing he should be good to go. Falcons did already put the sign together. So Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. A1 Forever said, don't forget David Stills as well, and Dylan Drummond. Right? Can't forget about Dylan Drummond because he had a solid performance last week too as well. But Falcon fans, this has been great. This is what it's all about when it comes to talking Falcons football. And Kerry knows it, T-Will knows it, Bodie knows it. We love talking Falcons football with you all. That's why we go live. We can keep this private and talk about it in the chat, but we go live so we can all share these experiences of being a Falcon fan together. Kivara's in the chat. She's super excited that that Kev's on the way back.
Oh wow!
Apparently, they don't have the pallets ready for him, so he early day. So I guess they're gonna.
Oh wow!
Guess they're gonna go walk the boardwalk together. You know how Kavara.
Oh wow! What y'all don't realize in this chat is that as bad as they get in here, it's worse in that chat.
Oh, it's worse than the other chat. They're bringing it to the podcast now. They like, you know what? It's like when the White Walkers made it to the north, like they made it to the wall, like, you know what?
It's exactly like that.
Shit. We're done with the forest shit. We're bringing the damn fight to you now.
We're coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So let's go ahead and wrap it up because I know T-Will has to get ready to make it to the Bends. I told T-Will you should have left yesterday.
I thought you were going to say for another show.
T-Will, do you have another show?
Started in like 10 minutes. No.
T-Will was on last night. He was like, Jack, I got to get to the show in like 5 minutes.
He really has to get to the Bends because if you guys didn't know, he literally showed up when the game was ending. And Jack always told me, like, people show up, like, and they're not in their seats when the game starts. T-Will, like, was literally the perfect example. Now I get it. Like,
that's T-Will.
I showed up right as that poor kid got hurt, right? I showed up and they were like, well, it's no need. I mean, it's over. And I was like, what? Yeah, so
we don't have the stuff to scan the ticket no more. I guess just walk on in.
No, they did not do that.
T-Will just go to the door and just be like, "I left my jacket." You don't even ask.
Nah, they didn't. Yeah, no, they were like, "I'm sorry, but no." I said, "You're not getting in here, buddy."
Here's a cool thing before we wrap it up. Last night, I was sitting back looking at Falcons schedule, and I was looking at some stuff I have to do. Shout out to the Dre TL. He's pulling up here talking Falcons football. Is there any breakfast left, or am I too late? Man, niggas came to get the plates, and the waitress bringing back the bill, man.
Oh,
man, I'm telling you, big dog. Hey, I'm sure we over here. This is part where we getting the coffee, man. They putting our to-go cups together,
man.
Yeah,
man. And the to-go plates
this morning. I can tell you that, man.
It was delicious. Dre TL, what it do?
I was looking at the Falcons schedule last night, T-Will and Carrie, and guess what? I didn't have a lot of stuff booked last night, right?
Okay.
And I'm getting closer to the season. I know my schedule's going to be changing with football and my son and everything, but I'm like, I got to get on the road. I got to go see my crew. I got to go see my boys. Because, the Falcon game home, we're season ticket holders. We're already there. It's every day. But last night I was looking at Arizona the week before Christmas, New Orleans the week before Thanksgiving. Falcon fans, get this. The Falcons play the Hawks. I'm sorry. The Hawks play the Pelicans on the Saturday, November 20th. And then I believe the Falcons play the Sunday. Yeah, they play the following day in New Orleans against the Saints. So it's another 2-for-1. Remember that shit A1 last year? We went to Vegas. Hawks played against the Bucks in the Cup little tournament stuff. And now they're during the regular season this year. The Hawks play this Saturday against the Pelicans in New Orleans, and the Falcons play Sunday against the New Orleans Saints. So Falcon fans, y'all can be down there and get a 2-for-1. So I was looking last night. I will be going to that Hawks game, and of course, we're going to that Falcon Saints game. But Falcon fans, this is the time to start booking your away game trips and your travel and where you're going. Don't forget, y'all, you can also head over, man, to the Rise Up Tour fan club. Go check them out. They have a lot of stuff going on. I'm sure you've probably seen them all on social media, probably seen them all over the Falcons spaces. Things that they've done in the past, of course, with the events and putting on these parties and meet and greets and mixers and everything. They do a great job. So head on over to the Rise Up Tour fan club. Check them out. Who knows what they got planned in New Orleans? I know it's going to be going down in a major way. I can tell you that right now. But head on over to the Rise Up Tour fan club because it is going down. But Falcon fans, let's go ahead and just start wrapping this on up so we can get up out of here and get ready for Falcons game day in the A against the Tennessee Titans. Miss Carrie?
Shout out to you, Jack. Shout out to T. Will. Shout out to Bodie. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you for attending the roast of Jack Spade today. It's been fun, honestly. It's been great. Yeah, and we'll see you next Friday for another roast of Jack Spade, possibly, and breakfast at one time for the fan. No, seriously, I appreciate you all for joining. Happy Falcons Friday. And yeah, rise up. Can't wait for the game, 7 p.m. today. Don't be late. Don't be like T-Will and show up when the game has already literally ending. Please, T-Will, get there early.
Oh, snap. Snap. I knew he was here. I knew.
Let's go. Bodie's best is in the chat. Let's go.
Bodie!
I looked on the security camera and I saw the concrete still sitting in the driveway. And I said, it's not finished yet. I gotta bring the damn car out the garage, and I'm not using the wood again. Last time he put the damn sheet, he put the plies of sheet down. Talking about just drive over the concrete. Finish the job, Bodie.
Is Bodie coming to the first game?
Bodie is there week 1.
That is gonna be great. I
can't gotta head over to the One Time Fan IG page. We got T-Will, we got Carrie, we got myself, we got Bodie 3000, we got a special guest Boo Man too as well. Y'all know Boo Man shouted.
Yeah, speaking of Boo Man, Bodie, you gotta tell him like I want that smoke because I was like I had the bye week last. Yeah, because I wanna run it back with our league. So what's the update on that? Because I was in first place up until I got a bye week, and then he somehow ended up winning the whole league. So yeah, Boo Man, we got to do that. We got to get that league going.
Hey, Jack, you ever see somebody transform? Like she went from BPE Carrie, that was 21 Carrie that was just talking, y'all. That was she was like, I want all the smoke. Like,
right when you said Boo Man, I'm like, yeah, we gotta get that league going. That was fun.
It's a great time talking
Carrie,
football with everybody.
I'm scared of you, Carrie. I'm a
Stop
little.
it. I'm not scared.
I'm a little scared of you because
Stop it.
that transition was so quick, Jack. She was like, "Yeah, I want all the smoke." Yeah,
Hey, y'all.
yeah.
It's great to have Carrie here. It's great to have Bodie 3000. There he goes. Hey, head over to Bodie's page
It's
too
up
as well.
tonight.
Hit the like.
He's gonna be at the
Share.
Titans game. That okay?
Today?
All right, Bodie.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Let's
yeah.
go.
Oh, Bodie pulling up to the Titans
Yeah,
tonight?
he's pulling up.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
pulling
man.
up.
Falcon fans, it's going down in
That's
a
what's
major
up.
way. So, hey, head over to the IG page, One Time for the Fan. We'll put some content up there for you all tonight. A lot of the
Love
stuff
it.
you'll see on the podcast, you'll see on the IG page. Not
Yeah.
on the wall. Check the story because it's going to be up there too as well. All the reels and stuff we'll work on, and all the highlights we'll put on the page. But the live moments, you want to check that story on the IG page for One Time for the Fan. Miss Carrie, you good with your shout outs? Or you still have some
I'm good
more?
with my
I know you-
shout outs. No, I'm
Okay.
good with my shout outs. Just, since Bodie's in the chat, he just reminded me, like, make sure when he's at the Titans game tonight, that's when you give him the mop buckets. Like, he needs those mop buckets back.
Oh
I told
wow.
him don't wear the janitorial outfit tonight. He can't come in there
Oh wow.
wearing the shit that says,
That was her, Bodie.
Yeah.
That was not me, buddy. I'm out of it. I'm Switzerland when it comes to y'all's BS. I'm out of it. That was all Carrie, Bodie. That was not me.
No, I
Anyway.
said he needs to give Bodie back his mop buckets because Jack has
Oh,
them,
give
so
him back. Oh, so
perfect
Jack.
opportunity.
Oh, so it was a
I
shot
didn't
on
hear you, Carrie.
Jack.
You directed
It was a shot on.
Carrie's
No,
Oh yeah.
I want Bodie's team right now. I'm looking for Bodie's best, man.
Carrie, we
20...
might have to talk about what we talked about for week 1 this
Stop.
So,
Oh,
hey,
wow.
y'all. We got 21 Carrie in the building, y'all. If y'all didn't know.
About to tell Terry Fontenot, yeah, my friend couldn't make it.
No, Terry Fontenot is goated in my eyes, man.
Hey,
I've met him 2 times now. The first time I met him, he said he likes my panda dunks, even though our guy Berto says that they're no good. So he complimented my pandas, and then the second time I met him, he said he loved my Big Penix Energy shirt. He said, I like your shirt. And I said, you know what? You can't do no wrong in my eyes.
Right.
Hey man, I like the dunks. I got about 5 or 6 pairs of dunks, so I'm with you, Carrie. Okay,
Right.
I'm with you all the way. All good.
But
yeah, man. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat who joined again. Hey, we love y'all, man. Bottom line is we could not do this without you, and you guys make this experience so much fun. And those of you who coming out tonight, hey man, check out me, check out Jack, check out Bodie. Come up and tell us what's up. Carrie and I. 21 Carrie. Is it 21 Carrie that's making the appearance later today, or is it BPE Carrie?
No, it'll be BPE Carrie.
Okay, so myself and BPE Carrie have a show today, Terry and Carrie Show, second episode at 12:30 p.m. on For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube. Come check us out. We're gonna have a great time. We'll probably be talking some more Falcons, as that's what we do. And hey, man, want to thank God for bringing all y'all in my path. Thank him for waking me up. Last but not least, thank you to Brother Jack, my guy Eric Parker, for putting me in this business. Jack, it's on you, sir. Let's go, Falcons.
That's the Buddy 3000, man. A1 from day one. He said, tell Jack, don't serve me those damn vegan hot dogs he gave me last time at the game. Terrible service. That's tough, Bodie.
Wow.
That's tough, Bodie. Well, I know you say you've been having, trouble reading, and I tried to send you to America's Best, and the glasses.
Oh wow! Oh
you can clearly
wow!
see it says vegan hot dogs.
Oh wow!
But Bodie.
Oh
Bodie
wow!
Looking out there like Lil Darryl again. Got them 2 coins in the glasses.
Oh wow!
Got them 2 pennies in there.
Oh my God!
3000. Lisa Shepard's in the chat. If anyone needs tickets to the games tonight, let her know. Section 115. She says she has 2 free tickets to the game tonight. Falcon fans.
That's what's
Lisa
up.
Shepard is in the chat. She has 2 free tickets.
Free 99, folks.
Free 99, Falcon fans. If you want to go to the game tonight, section 115, that's a pretty good section. So, Falcon fans, if you want to go to the game tonight, hit up Lisa Shepard. I'm sure if you're watching right now, you can go ahead and hit her up. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Amazon Podcasts, when the show is over, head on over to Facebook or social media and find Lisa Shepard. She has 2 free tickets. Don't be hitting her up in September talking about you just listen to the podcast. You still got them free tickets. We won't do that shit. Talking about some Jack. Y'all false advertising over here.
Y'all I saw that show on August 15th. I hit her up on October the 1st. She said she didn't have them tickets, Jack.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It's going down in a major way. Shout out to you all. Shout out to the chat. Chat is live. Chat is lit. This is what it's about when it comes to talking Falcons football. We just enjoy this. It's game day in the A. A lot of us are wearing our Falcon gear already. Falcon shirts, Falcon hat. Don't matter. Something, we woke up this morning and went straight to the Falcon social media pages, looking for news, any updates, things that happened from when you went to sleep last night to when you woke up this morning. Because, everybody's interested. Everybody's excited. The energy level is high for these Atlanta Falcons this year. And it should be, right? Team looks good on paper. Team's going to look good on the field. We talked about a lot this morning, too, as well. So big shout out to all the fans who commented in the chat, all the fans who chimed in. For those that's sitting back watching and don't want to comment, jump in there and say, rise up. You know what I'm saying? Ask us a question. Talk to the chat. Talk amongst each other. That's what we do here.
Yeah, even though we roast, we won't roast you. We just roast Jack. Don't worry.
Shit, that's tough. Well,
Like, seriously, no, we're nice here. I promise.
If you come in here as a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, you're definitely open to
that. Well, besides that guy, yeah.
He'll be in here again. I'm sure you'll see the Jaguars fan real soon. But otherwise than that, you guys have been great. So big shout out to you all. Big shout out to everybody who sent us the super chat today too as well. One thing about One Time for the Fan, you guys know, is from the fan for the fan. And on days like today, it's just Falcon fans talking Falcons football on Falcons Friday. But it's game day in the A. You gotta love it. Friday Night Lights, baby. Miss Carrie, T. Will, Bodie 3000, to the chat. Thank you all.